Hello, good evening, and welcome to another edition of the podcast. Super Subject back again. Myself, Liam, joined by Brett and Mr. Stephen Locky Lockwood.
How are we doing, guys?
Good evening, everyone.
Loving the yellow and the wall.
We're representing Borussia Dortmund tonight.
Bullshit.
I had a request football shirts, so I'm wearing a football shirt this week.
A request.
Yeah.
We've actually got followers.
Yeah, I had a private message saying that we should all wear football shirts. I forgot to pass the message on to you two, but I thought just to satisfy his needs, I'll do it.
I was representing Dutch last week, so...
That's it. We don't want to get too greedy and get people too much to focus on.
Yeah, but just to clarify, we don't want too many people sliding like his DMs, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. Look, we've got the yellow wall this way. Jadon Sancho's down there somewhere. Love it.
Lots to talk about this week.
Plenty.
Let's start at the Amex.
Oh, really? I thought we didn't talk about boring games on this podcast.
I found it thoroughly entertaining.
Especially
do you know what? Welbeck, that was a moment of brilliance from him. Rolling back the years. Fair play to him. It was a great bit of skill. Good finish. Obviously, I watched the game. I knew we were in trouble as soon as I saw the starting lineup. No Phillips, no Rafinha. Stuart Dallas playing winger rather than in the centre. And we were just poor. Stupid penalties give away. Again, Alioski playing wrestling. And they just, in fairness, they deserved it. I said to Johnny, because he was giving it a bit, that their best team won. And we didn't turn up. It's a bit annoying to see after 6 undefeated games against some better teams than Brighton, but that's Leeds United for you. That's what we do.
Yeah, you can raise your games for the big game, can you? And then the ones you should win, you struggle sometimes.
Yeah, but we haven't got Phillips. I think he's massive to the team. Just his presence on the pitch just lifts everyone's performance, I think.
How long's he out for?
Well, I've read he's back this weekend, but whether that's true or not, we will see. We need him this weekend, though.
Yeah, tough game this week.
Well, we haven't lost to any of the big 6 at home yet. So this is the last team to attempt it, but I think we'll probably lose, especially if Phillips and Rafinha are out, and Costa. We only had Harrison as a winger, really. I mean, Dallas can play wing, but he's proved this season how formidable he is for us through the middle or left back.
Yeah.
What's Rafinha's injury worse than they first suspected?
Who, Phillips or Rafinha? He's nearly back now. There was a horrendous challenge for Fernandinho that he got away with somehow.
Yeah, he did get away with it. He got away with touching it in a bit, but he got away with no card yesterday.
Yeah, I don't mind, though, if he's injured until next season, then we don't have to sell him because he won't pass a medical.
True. Do you think Graham Potter's eyes might head to North London if he gets the opportunity? I mean,
it's a massive jump, isn't it? It's a massive jump.
Spurs have got very limited options, and it's quite funny. But I mean, we'd probably be in the same boat if we, well, for whatever reason, we do end up going without Mikel, then our options are limited. But I mean,
listen to the rumours today. We're playing Sarri ball next season.
Yeah, exactly.
Going back to Graham Potter, he's done a really good job, I think, wherever he's been. I mean, if you look at Ostersund's, we took them into Europa, they beat us.
Odd.
Who doesn't?
Well, there is that.
Villarreal do.
They did.
I don't really know much about Graham Potter before he comes to the Premier League, but he's done a steady job there. And they've got a lot of talent that they're going to sell for a lot of money. I don't think they'll keep some of their bigger players like Lamptey, Basuma, maybe even Ben White, but they'll get a lot of money for them. So if they reinvest it properly...
They remind me a bit of Southampton.
I think they're better than Southampton, but obviously the league table don't show it.
In terms of producing and getting players better and then selling them on for massive profit and then reinvesting it.
Yeah,
Southampton went for a stage of doing that, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got a lot of those middle ground clubs. Like Villa are sort of becoming now, aren't they? They're probably going to continue to stay up, but sort of just keep their way, same as you mentioned. Southampton and probably Palace, and the Palace tend to keep hold of some of the bigger players, but they won't if they continue to not do anything. So
Yeah, I think I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him get a better job, but whether he's ready for Spurs yet, I'm not entirely sure. To be honest.
You want to see a Spurs game? I mean, it's a Gareth Bale show, really, wasn't it?
Well, it just makes you wonder, doesn't it? If they'd have started Bale against City in the cup final, how it would have been different. But yeah, Bale was unbelievable.
They just weren't. Oh, I think we said they just weren't. It wasn't a great final. Really, was it?
No.
I don't think it all made a massive amount of difference. I mean, it's only Spurs playing against one of the lesser sides, so the relegated worst side. So it's to be expected. It's not City, so but yeah, could make a point with that. But I mean,
well. Especially the second one, I think it was. I know it was through on goal, but he had a lot of time to think about that. A lot of players would have maybe with a lot of time messed it up, but he just stuck it away right in the top corner.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting if he goes back to Madrid next season, whether he is in Zidane's plans or not.
he won't be, will he?
Well, you wouldn't have thought so, no.
Well, I don't think they'll be able to get Spurs will keep him. I don't think they can afford him.
But he said he only went there to keep fit.
I mean, it's a bit of a shame for Spurs because it just seems like as soon as Bale's got himself fit and into some sort of form, it's getting towards the end of the season and they're going to lose him again.
Yeah, but he could now help them with the last 4 games get into Europe. I'm not saying they'll get Champions League, so I think that's a step too far. I think they'll definitely get UEFA or Europa League. Sorry.
I think they'll get Europa, but I don't think they'll get the Champions League. I think they're too far behind.
Leicester have got a hard run in, though, to be fair.
Well, do you know what? I was watching the game Sunday, and then they flashed up there running, and then I don't know who the co-commentator was, but he was like, "That's an easy running."
What, for Leicester?
No, for Spurs.
Well, they haven't got a hard run in, have they?
Well, they got you, Wolves, Villa, and Leicester, haven't they?
Yeah.
Well, I'd expect them to win 3 of them games.
I don't know. I'm not.
But it depends what Spurs turn up, though. If on song Spurs turn up, they'll beat Wolves, Villa, and Leeds.
Yeah.
And potentially Leicester. But if they don't, then we'll see.
Villa picked up the points against the ever so inconsistent Everton, which was quite surprising.
That was a good game.
Yeah.
Good game to end it was. And then obviously Villa just nicked it at the end. But Everton's home form this season is shocking.
Considering they were top 2 at the start of the season, weren't they?
Yeah.
Top of the league at one point.
Yeah, but I mean it's typical Everton, isn't it? They're as inconsistent as it's just like a group of clubs in the middle of the table at the moment. They're just so you don't know what team's going to turn up, and I think that's why they are where they are in the table is because there's no consistency.
Has anything happened with Vestergaard's red card? Does anyone know?
Yeah, it got overturned.
Did he get overturned?
Yeah, it got overturned today. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's another one to the list. I was glad to see that Balbrainer, is it?
Yeah, that got overturned. Yeah, sorry. Sort of making the right calls after making the mistakes, which I don't know if you say it's the right thing to do, but we'd much prefer those mistakes not to happen. I didn't see the Southampton. Did he get called over? I think he did, didn't he? He didn't go straight red on his own, did he? Or did he look at it first?
I'm not quite sure, to be honest.
No, I didn't see it. But I mean, yeah, he catches him, but he's gone full ball. He's not. It's football. Like, it's a contact sport. Like the studs have unfortunately gone to Vardy's ankle, but I mean, he just didn't get there first, did he, Vardy? If he'd have got there first, then yeah. But
I mean, he gets sent off for that, but John Fleck gets away with standing on Lo Celso's head.
Yeah, a lot of Spurs fans were happy about that.
Bit nasty.
Yeah, it was yeah. I mean, I'd quite like to stand on the Celtics head. I don't particularly like him.
I was just about to say he gets my favourite person of the week, that's for sure. And he got away with it.
Yeah. I listened to most of Palace and City on the radio. Pretty dull first half of them when I watched it, but not a lot happened first half. I don't think. And City obviously just scored 2 in 3 minutes, didn't they? And then game over.
They broke the curse.
Yeah.
The curse is over.
Yeah.
What's that curse?
The
Yeah,
Saturday
the-
lunchtime curse. We
Oh,
talk
is it?
about it every week.
I
Do you not listen to your own podcast?
ain't got time for that.
You seen Aguero's finish though? Quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was quite sharp.
Different.
And the Torres goal was pretty good as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Certainly missed about 100 chances.
Again, we spoke about it previously, didn't we? About obviously the money that they have, and they're putting out their B side because they can, and they've got Aguero, Jesus, Torres, Sterling, whole different back four that's worth more than their first choice back four.
Yeah.
And they've got Edison, who's literally like Pirlo at the back. So
Last night.
Yeah, it was outrageous, wasn't it? Such a great ball. He's on a different level, that bloke, isn't he?
Do you watch much of Arsenal, Brett?
I was at work, but I've watched the highlights. We looked okay. Nothing special. Martinelli looked good.
Yeah, it's lively, energetic as usual.
I think we were helped. We got the early goal, but I think the keeper should have saved it.
Yeah.
You just don't like the fact how Nene scored.
No. Well, if I was a Newcastle fan, I'd be embarrassed, to be honest.
We were creating, which is probably one of the only positives I can take from it. Because if we tend to struggle in a lot of aspects, and being creative against the lesser sides who sit back is one of the biggest things that we struggle to do. So it was good to get over the line. And I think I said to you guys, it was just,
didn't it?
yeah, it just brings a bit of positivity to tomorrow, rather than sort of having a bit of a, well, we didn't play great Sunday and here we go Thursday, which, I mean, come tomorrow morning, I'll definitely be thinking, oh, here we go again. Yeah, we'll just quickly finish off the old. Sorry.
I didn't think it was a red card.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, probably just being a bit biased.
I thought it was a booking, to be honest, but
yeah. So Leicester and Wolves, just sort of pretty much as expected, 1-1 really. Leicester Wolves, West Brom Wolves, sorry.
But West Brom, it was a must win for them, wasn't it?
Bottom three, that's not changing.
No, it's not.
No.
Was it 9 points with 4 games left in it?
Yeah, something like that. I see Sam from the negotiations about a new deal, isn't he?
Oh, thought they'd get rid of him.
Yeah.
If you're a West Brom fan, I'm not sure that's what you want to be hearing, but
no, but I think he has picked up their form towards the end. I know it's too late, but
yeah, but they lose their 2 best players.
I was going to say, I suppose you could probably guarantee that better players will potentially stay, because if they get someone else in, it's probably going to be like I'm just going to rattle off like Chris Powell, someone who's just got fairly good experience in the Championship, but has not really maybe got the calibre to take him up. So if they keep Big Sam, there's maybe a chance they can keep the better players. But I don't know.
I'll be very surprised if Pereira stays.
Yeah.
And I think the goalkeeper will go as well, Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because he'll get a big money move, even if he's number 2.
What about the guy that scored for him yesterday? Or Sunday?
Diangana. Yeah, they recently bought him, didn't they?
Was he the one that they bought from West Ham, or was that another guy?
No, they've got
similar names, haven't they?
They've got Diangana and Diangani, but they both say the same. But Diangana was the one that left in summer, and I'm sure Diangana, the forward that scored, come in January, I believe. But,
yeah.
I mean, my man Lingard let me down this week. Didn't we do a lot?
He had a quiet game, didn't he?
Yeah, he is allowed a quiet game, especially when Antonio is pulling all the strings.
I was going to say Antonio didn't. First game back and he scores 2.
Probably be injured again next week.
That's the issue, isn't it?
They're still doing the business, though, aren't they?
I really hope they get top 4.
I don't think they will.
No. Obviously, we've got the rearranged game coming up now. That's been the 13th. Is that Thursday?
Yeah.
I mean,
Who's this?
In the rearranged game, Liverpool's now.
Oh, that's been arranged for the 13th.
Yeah.
So they play Leicester on, I think it's Tuesday the 11th. And then they play Liverpool now on the Thursday. And then they'll have a game at the weekend, either side as well.
Sunday.
Good job they've already got top 4 secure then, isn't it, really?
That could impact Liverpool. I mean, they'll probably need to win that.
What did you think of it all anyway?
Steve?
What do I think of it?
Yeah, the protests.
Well, I can understand why people are protesting. I was really looking forward to watching the game, so I was a bit upset about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
It ruined my Sunday afternoon, but I feel like the stewards probably let them into the ground, let them cause absolute chaos. Have any of you seen that Sky Sports presenter trying to interview one of the Glazers? And he just point blank ignores her, just doesn't even acknowledge she's there, just drives off. Just shows, doesn't it? He doesn't care about the club.
No.
But in terms of punishment for it, I still think all 6 teams should receive a punishment. So I wouldn't just single out Man United for it.
It's a different situation now that their fans.
It's so difficult.
Yeah, it's a different situation now that their fans have sort of taken the bull by the horns and done their own thing. Obviously, Arsenal protested, which we've seen. Other clubs not so much, but they've gone about it the wrong way. Let's be honest, they've just enhanced the football thug reputation.
They probably just wanted to get one up on Arsenal and Chelsea.
Let them do that. I mean, I'd much prefer my club and my fans, not my club, my fans not to be doing that. I mean, you can peacefully protest. I just think it's taking it too far.
I think
they threw a flare with Graham Souness and that, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's taking it well too far.
That's what I mean. I think a lot of these idiots have just probably done it for like social media and just stupid reasons. Okay, they've gone to protest and they thought, actually, we're on something here, and literally have just gone and had a banter party at Old Trafford, which, okay, sounds funny, but it's, let's be honest, it's not. So, and yeah, just what you said about the Glazer, he just completely ignored it. Apparently, according to Daily Mail, they've apologised to Solskjaer, so why they haven't come out and apologised for everyone else, I don't know, but just
they feel like they're above everyone else.
Too outright arse, yeah.
No, you can say that about the Cronkies.
Yeah, but they're actually going to sell, I reckon.
I hope so.
Yeah. That's another thing, yeah.
He'll be sponsored by Spotify next season.
Hope we get free membership.
Probably have to pay it.
I might sign a premium.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a very low offer and it'll get rejected, but it's a start. Let's see where it goes.
They ruined our predictions as well, that match not being on, because I had 1-0 Liverpool, and I reckon it's going to be 1-0 Liverpool, and it ain't going to count.
No, you're right.
So yeah. I've lost 3 points.
There's nothing you can blame the fans for, so it's not all well and good. I don't know, I think I saw on Daily Mail again that Wenger might sort of put his finger in the pie as well to help out. So if these people keep pushing it, there is more chance it's going to happen. I obviously Henri's comments as well.
I mean, when I first heard it, I thought it was a PR stunt, to be honest, because the timing of it was just too convenient for me. But the longer it goes on and the more people, Arsenal legends that are getting involved, the more and I see that the Arsenal Supporters Trust had a meeting with him with them. So for them to be getting involved with the actual official Arsenal Supporters Trust, it kind of shows how serious they are, really.
Yeah, and we've also got other people like Parlo. Obviously, I don't think is employed but he was employed, wasn't he? Because he went on like pre-season tours and stuff. But he's with TalkSport now, and he's quite big on it, and is in the same boat. Right, as we know, I'm sure he's employed by Arsenal, and he's massively calling it out. So there's a lot of heat, and I say I wasn't wasn't too positive about it, but we'll see where it goes. Could take a while.
Yeah. But I mean, I just think for football in general, not just, I know I've got a vested interest in Arsenal, being an Arsenal supporter, but I think the sooner we can get people like that out of these English clubs that have great history, the better. I mean, you could probably take Roman Abramovich and the City guy away from that, because they have done some good with what they've done with their clubs. Like, they've actually invested money and their time and in the case of Man City, the community. But I mean, as far as Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal, I don't really know so much about Spurs. But they're just no good for football. None of them.
I mean, I can agree on the Arsenal Man United front. Obviously, we know how much of a decline that's happened, and whether that's related to the board and what whoever's done whatnot has probably impacted that. But I'm saying for Man United, they've wanted them out for years, haven't they? Let's be honest. And again, they've not done anything special, won much for donkeys. In terms of Liverpool, as I said, I don't know how much they've invested, but in hiring Klopp, which is what they're sort of employed to do, is make the right decisions. They've changed their club around, so they can't be too sort of disheartened about protesting, because
I don't think that they've invested that much, because they spent money, but they just spent the money that Barcelona gave them for Coutinho.
Yeah, I agree. But just touching on sort of the different situations for each club. Spurs, God knows. I mean,
but then I also don't think that performance on the pitch should count for how good the owner is for the club. Like this whole argument that Souness had at the weekend about Man United fans are only kicking off because they're not being successful on the pitch. I don't think that should have anything to do with it.
I don't know. I think it's different situations, because the top of the club is where it stems from. So if there's issues at the top and there's sort of rumbles because you can't get the money that you want, or you're not putting your hand in your pocket, or you're not getting whatever you feel like you need in order to be the head coach of a football club, then that's only going to stem down and sort of explode quicker than it normally would. So if at the top it's not right, it's only going to sort of trickle down the river. And I don't know. I disagree and agree. It's a difficult one, really, I suppose. I don't know why Spurs fans are really complaining, because they've just got a new stadium, and I mean, they'll be lucky to get their best player. So.
Yeah, that will be an interesting summer.
I mean, I suppose United are pretty much through, aren't they? Was it 6? Did they score 6?
6-2, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next game. I mean,
they looked at our Facebook status and acted on it.
Not ours.
Same Arsenal, yeah. We are super subjects.
I'm not taking responsibility.
I don't know who wrote that status, but whoever it was got through to United.
I am not part.
And not so much Arsenal.
The majority.
We've got an away goal at least.
Yeah, very lucky though. It's going to be tie over.
Should be.
And you'll win tomorrow, and I won't be able to laugh.
Why would you laugh?
Because it's funny. Why do you think I'm wearing yellow tonight?
No.
Villarreal.
Because you don't want to put
the shirt, but I didn't get it in time.
I mean, yeah, we terrible first half. Just about got away with the second half.
If you keep a clean sheet, I think you'll go through. I don't see it being 0-0.
What's one of them?
Come on, Chuck Wizzy. He looks quality.
Oh yeah, it was stressful.
Yeah, it was.
As per. I mean, it's just another huge game. And
you're going to do it, though. I know it.
God knows the sweats that we're going to have on whatever day it is, 20-something of May. When we've got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer against Mikel Arteta.
Oh, you're jumping the gun a bit.
And you just said we were going to win.
Yeah, but you haven't definitely won, so it might be Emery. Imagine Unai Emery lifting the Europa League this season after you treated him like dirt. Good evening, holding his little trophy. Everyone wants to see it. Everyone. Can't wait.
No, you want to see it.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. I don't want 2 all-English finals
Why?
because it'd be interesting for a bit of European interest. But we'll see after tonight if Real Madrid get through. If Real Madrid get through, then I'll probably be more like, oh, we can have 1 all-English final, so Arsenal can win.
That's nice, Ian.
Yeah. See, I do think of you guys when I'm making these decisions.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were pretty shocking and quite lucky to only be losing 2-1, to be honest.
Yeah.
You'll definitely take it, though.
For now.
I thought you usually do really well away in Europe and quite bad at home this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty been.
So you need it to be the other way around for a change.
I mean, when you don't
You were
start,
shocking away.
when you play your most important game of the season and you decide that's the time for the first time this season to not play a striker, you're always going to be in trouble.
Yeah, but I don't blame him for not going with Nketiah. He's rubbish.
No, but if Aubameyang was fit to be on the bench, then surely he was fit to start.
Maybe, but if you've got a false 9, you don't need him, do you?
Well, it was a false 4.
He's learning from his protege.
Yeah. Someone needs to tell him we're not fit.
Yeah, definitely. Because you're nowhere near that level yet, or ever, probably. You've had your time in 2004, whenever it was. Was it 2004?
Don't know.
2002 or 2004, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It must have been 2002, because I think we were still in the league then.
I think Madrid have got a chance tonight. I don't know why, I've just got a funny feeling.
But Hazard's starting.
Is he starting?
Yeah, but he's been rubbish.
Yeah, but it's fate. It's like Emery beating us.
Yeah, but he's about 3 stone heavier than when he was at Chelsea.
Aren't we all?
Not professional footballers, no.
True.
He's a little podgy thing now, isn't he, when you see him running around?
Yeah.
He's not quite caught up with me yet, but if he carries on eating like he is, mate, he might get there one day.
Put him some specs on, a yellow shirt. And shave his head.
Oh, mate, I wish my Villarreal shirt had turned up on time. I can wear it next week.
Yeah, you can.
Fill your boot.
We'll hold you to that.
No, I haven't actually ordered one, and I want to get a shirt for every stadium I've been to. But I've only got 3 so far, and 1 don't fit. So
I think we should do that next week.
no, this is an X-rated shirt, not an X-rated shirt.
Oh, right, okay.
We make of last night's game.
Speaking
City
of
were just class.
yeah, just destroyed them, didn't they? I mean, PSG got fed up by the end, I think.
Mate, Phil Foden for English goat. That pass he did to De Bruyne, mate, you see it? Oh, he's just so good. He's going to be so good. If I was Gareth Southgate, I'd be building that team around him now.
He'll be coming on around the 70th minute.
Oh, mate, if he don't start, it's criminal. You can't leave him out.
You got Raheem Sterling, mate.
Yeah, he can play as well.
He won't play. He won't play.
What, Sterling?
Yeah.
I think he will.
He will, but he shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm not debating that, but I think he will.
Every game.
In an English shirt, he's been decent, so...
That front 3 behind Kane is up for grabs for anyone. Literally. Now
Sterling, Mount, Foden.
Now that we've got bigger squads as well. Saka, Grealish, Sancho, Rashford.
Grealish still ain't fit.
Nah, he might go.
I don't think he will. He's missed too much match time.
Yeah.
And if he does go, he'll just be sitting on the bench. There's no way he starts.
Yeah, just think of Foden. Every game he's just producing, and in the semi-final of the Champions League, he's just pulling strings.
Yeah.
At 19, so it's no different to anyone else doing it. However, it'd be nice to see Rice and Mount play together. I can see Lingard playing number 10. Don't know why. I can just see it happening.
Mate, I don't know what you're playing. It's going to be Phillips and Rice.
It will be, but it shouldn't.
No, it shouldn't be, but it's going to be. So get used to it. Super
But
cow.
It should be Rice and Mount.
Nah, Phillips. Let's get
Mount can play. Mount can do it.
Mount will play.
Mount plays there for Chelsea.
Yeah, but he'll play further forward. You know he's playing 2 defensive midfielders, so he hasn't got to play 5 at the back. We know this.
It won't be long. Won't be long.
But now we've got 26. I think Henderson, if he's like, even if he's not 100% match fit, like you still take him.
Yeah, of course do. Yeah, he'll be barking on the sidelines.
But Ward-Prowse definitely goes now, I think.
So, yeah, see his penalty. That's another reason to take him. Just he can slot Kane. I mean,
there's only one bloke taking penalties for England.
Yeah, but I mean, if Ward-Prowse is going to come on at any point, it's when you need someone to take a penalty because he's going to penalties. So
yeah.
And at last, I don't know, say if we need a goal and you chuck him on with 10 minutes to go, his deliveries from corners or free kicks is going to be bang on point. So
as long as they keep Calvin Phillips off corners and free kicks, I'm happy.
Yes, please.
That's still the most embarrassing thing I've seen in an England shirt. Your defensive midfielder who's not very good at corners, taking corners.
Well, at least we sort of entered May now. You wait for Mike Fernley just sort of wake up and decide what they're doing.
Yeah, when do we find out about that?
It just says May. You'll be contacted.
It's in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, literally about a month before the tournament starts.
They'll be breaking hearts all around Europe. You can't go. You can't go. Oh, we've had to put these tickets aside for corporates, sponsors.
I get like, obviously, not Heineken sponsor it, Just Eat sponsor it. All like, oh, win Euros tickets. And I'm like, what? Like, just sack that off and
give us our tickets we paid for.
Delegate it properly. I think
more the loyalty of fans.
I think obviously that because I think I read that the Dublin and the Bilbao can't host, so people who have those tickets might get priority elsewhere. But I assume that can't happen for Bilbao because we're not travelling. So we have a Dublin again, sort of the same because they want to be different to us. So I assume it's just going to be delegated elsewhere. But
we'll see.
Yeah. We're
going to have plenty of time to talk about the Euros in a few weeks.
Yeah. As soon as we know, we'll let everyone know because pretty exciting for us. Can then finally order my England shirt.
Yeah, I'm not getting one unless we're going. And should we do little face paints and stuff as well, shall we?
No, I think it's a bit too far.
I went to Calais once and I had this big England hat as well.
Bring that.
I had the whole gear. And I think I got arrested, but not sure.
I hope you're getting Phillips on the back if you're getting a shirt.
I won't be getting Phillips on the back of a shirt, mate. I won't be getting any names on the back of it, I don't think.
Might get Lingard.
You should get Lingard.
You love Lingard.
Well, you want to pay for it? Be my guest. I'll wear it if you pay for it.
I'm not paying for that.
No. It's not that funny.
Got to save up for a train ticket.
Oh, fingers crossed.
You don't know what you're working at, do you? Or do you?
Well, I'm off the Sunday, definitely.
Yeah.
I'll be working the Monday, so that's a no-go.
Oh, yeah, you don't know what shift you're on, do you? Yeah.
No.
Still trying to work it.
We'll see. A few weeks, I know.
Do you want to crack on?
Is it that time of the week again?
I know the fans are rabbiting in our ears to hear their favourite segment. So
the DMs are full, I've heard.
Who doesn't care? Who doesn't care about Leeds United legends, mate? Everyone wants to know, the best Leeds players of all time. And this guy, he was pretty good, to be fair. So this week we are talking. It's a bit controversial because his private life, he had a few problems in it, but on the field, can't fault the job he done. So let's go. This week, Lee Bowyer. Now we all know about Lee Bowyer, don't we? Now, as soon as I said his name, you know exactly what I'm on about. So Lee signed for Leeds from Charlton in 1996 for 2.8 million. He made appearances in his first couple of seasons, but he was coming off the bench. It wasn't until 98-99 season where he actually got a starting role, and what an impact he had. He's another one that had an integral role in getting us to the UEFA Cup and Champions League semi-finals, but he scored some decent goals against big clubs along the way. In total, he made 265 appearances in all competitions, scoring 55 goals. But unfortunately, for all the good that he brought on the pitch, he also had his problems. So in 1996, he was fined £4,500 for going into a McDonald's, throwing chairs around and racially abusing an Asian staff member, which we don't condone. And also in January 2000, he was charged with causing grievous bodily harm with intent and a fray. He was actually cleared of that charge, but Jonathan Woodgate was involved in that as well. But that court case lasted over a year, and
which we also don't condone.
No, we don't condone that sort of behaviour because that was also apparently race related. But during this time, he was playing some of his best football, and he'd be going from court to matches, and then just playing quality for Leeds. He left Leeds in 2003, I believe. He went to West Ham and Newcastle, and we all know what happened when he was at Newcastle, don't we? The infamous punch up. He actually got in trouble for that as well because he threw his first punch. But yeah, despite all his off-field problems, Lee Bowyer produced some magic on the pitch for Leeds, and he contributed to some amazing European nights at Ellen Road. Leeds fans will never forget Lee Bowyer and what he did for us, despite what happened in his private life. But yeah, that's it. Lee Bowyer. He was so good for us.
He was a character.
He also won Player of the Season twice from the supporters, so it shows how much the supporters appreciated what he did.
They definitely don't condone.
Do they appreciate what he did off the pitch as well?
No. That's why it was difficult for me to include him because we don't stand for racism on this show. We don't accept it. However, we're talking about what happened on the field, and what he brought to Leeds United was a different dimension for what we had before. He was that good. Yeah, a little fighting character. He's a bit like Joey Barton, a bit more under the radar.
Definitely not under the radar.
No, but like Joey Barton was like headlines all the time. Yeah. Lee Bowyer definitely had scuffles in that, which I reckon went under the carpet.
I bet he was there in training.
Yeah, he would have been a nightmare. He was great for those European nights.
Drives in with his double sausage and egg McMuffin.
He ate that and then started lobbing chairs around. Crazy times.
So 268 appearances. That's quite a lot.
I think it was 265 in total, but yeah, it was a lot. He was there for 7 seasons.
He should quite a bit of set pieces, isn't it? Pretty good.
Well, Ian Hart used to take all them, so.
Oh, yeah, true.
He was just class, man. Every time he got the ball, you thought, oh, what's happening now? We're on the counter-attack, or he's going to do some decent skill, get past his man. Scored some good goals in his time.
He's not turned into a bad manager either, is he?
Well, he got relegated. He's at Birmingham now.
Oh, yeah.
He left Charlton, didn't he? Yeah, he leave Charlton to go to Birmingham,
yeah. I think he was always heading out the door at Charlton anyway because he wasn't going to get them promoted. And then the Birmingham offer come along, so he went for that. And yeah, he started really well there. Got quite a few wins, so.
Good luck to him.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Kieran Dyer.
I think he turned his life around, to be honest.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Kieran Dyer is not on his Christmas list.
No, but what a moment that was.
It was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah, like there's a full-on punch-up. They might as well just got the boxing ring out, treated it like the main event.
But I mean, that sums up
Fury Joshua on the undercard for Bowie Dyer.
And the rematch at Westby Road between.
Yeah, we won't go into that.
Oh yes. No, he said next time he's going to win because he's been trained up now.
Yeah.
He said he'll know how to restrain me this time, so I'm not getting involved.
Yeah.
I'm sure after a few pins and Brett's JD, he'll be well up for it.
That was
I'm trying to refrain from that.
Cannot wait.
We're too old for that now.
Speak for yourself.
That's pre-30s, that is. When you get over 30, that's it. Everything mellows out a bit. Bit like Lee Bowyer.
A bit like Lee Bowyer, yeah.
He's mellowed out a bit.
I don't think Joey Barton is, so I think he's an exception to the rule.
Oh, he'll never chill out, he won't. I'll never have to do a segment on him though, so happy days for me.
No, you're right.
Brett, I want to know if I've overtaken Locky.
Wow.
But we know you have, because I did rubbish again.
I haven't really followed my scores.
You said you done well.
I thought I got one score right, so that's enough for me, I think.
So
yeah,
we had an unbelievable turnout this week. So we had 13 entrants.
Ooh, nice.
Boys.
And I will just note we had 2 new entrants this week. So we had Ben, who entered via Twitter. So thank you, Ben. And we had an ex-professional footballer join the ranks this week.
We did.
So Brownie, from the Under the Cosh podcast. Thank you for entering.
Chris Brown, Sunderland's best striker in history.
Yeah.
Banging goals at Premier League level, and now he's in our predictions. Love it.
He is. Let's see how he did. So, bottom of the pile on 1 point is Denzel.
I knew that. He told me he only got 1 point.
I thought we were going to get our first nil point. We have a 3-way tie on 2 points. My mate Locky. He's joined by Tyler and Sam this week.
Tyler and Sam.
On 3 points is Christian, last week's winner. Not so good this week, Christian. And Jordan. He had 3 points this week. 4 points this week for Miles and Jason.
Were you two still in it?
Good shout.
Yeah. You're getting a bit nervous, Locky.
Twitching.
Next, on 5 points, is one of our newbies, Ben. So well done, Ben. Solid week. Next up is myself and Johnny on 6 points.
Oh, my God.
Bobby, did you hear that? Bobby.
Next, we've got Liam on 8 points. 8?
Oh, my God. Freddie's done it again.
And there's one person left, guys.
Brownie,
the ex-pro has won.
Go on, Brownie.
So close.
9
Mickey
points.
luck or what?
9 points.
Well, it just goes to show knowledge is knowledge.
That Danny Welbeck Cruyff turn cost him 3 points because he had 1-0 Brighton.
Oh, he'd have smashed it.
Yeah.
Oh, good lad, Brownie. Thanks so much, mate. Much appreciated.
Hopefully you get involved this week as well. Try and retain your title.
Again. I do just want to have a quick comment. We always have our scores coming to us through our Facebook page, and a little comment did tickle my fancy after our game on Sunday. So we had one of our entrants put Arsenal down, I think, to draw 1-1. And another entrant commented he may or may not be a Newcastle supporter. And his comment was, there ain't no way Arsenal getting any points off us. Well, I can inform you, we got 3 of them.
You know, when you said you had a surprise for the show, I had a feeling that's what it was. Because I noticed that.
That did make me chuckle. So this week's game, I think this week is probably one of the toughest we've done. I've gone a bit continental. So the game, I've selected Leeds at home to Spurs, Dortmund at home to Red Bull Leipzig, Barcelona at home to Atletico Madrid. Man City at home to Chelsea in a preview of a potential Champions League final. West Ham at home to Everton. Juventus at home to AC Milan, and Real Madrid at home to Sevilla. I'll go first, then Locky and Liam. So as much as it pains me to say this, but I'm going for a 2-1 Spurs win. Sorry, Locky. I'm not really sorry. I'm not really sorry, but you know.
No.
I'm going for an entertaining 2-2 draw between Dortmund and Leipzig. I'm going for a 2-1 Barca home win against Atletico. City to win 2-0. 1-1 between West Ham and Everton. Juventus to win 3-1 against AC Milan, and Madrid to win 2-1 against Sevilla.
I was just about to say we haven't got any scores the same, and then one of them you chucked in is exactly the same as mine. But I've gone Leeds 1, Spurs 3. Dortmund 2, Leipzig 1. Barcelona 2, Atletico 0. Man City 2, Chelsea 1. West Ham 2, Everton 2. Juventus 3, Milan 1. And Real Madrid 2, Sevilla 0.
Going for goals this week.
I want to see some goals, man.
You see him at Ellen Road.
Do you know what? Get Rafinha back, get Phillips back. Let's have a go at them. Otherwise, we're screwed. Otherwise, what Leeds 1 is very optimistic.
Leeds United 1, Hotspur 2, Dortmund 3, Leipzig 1, Barca 1, Atletico 0, City Chelsea 2-2, West Ham Everton 1-1, Juve to win 2-0, and Madrid to win 2-1.
Good stuff. Feel free to get your entries in again this week, guys. I've been thinking about this predictions segment that we do, and it seems to be getting quite popular. We've had quite a few regular entrants. So obviously where we started this podcast halfway through the season, I was thinking for next season, I will create a league table for anyone that does want to do it regularly. And then you can keep tally of how you're doing against us three. I mean, beating us depends on who you're going up against, really. Yeah, for the guys that have been entering regularly, if you would like your tally for this season, I will be able to do that. Just drop us a message and I'll send you your score.
Yeah, no, good idea. Definitely sounds good. Keep all the socials as well. Keep everyone updated, and also on Facebook we can tag people, so that'll be good.
Yeah,
and then people will want to get them in every week, because if they miss it, they're getting 0 points.
Exactly.
And they won't be able to catch up because I'll be so far ahead by that point.
Yeah, and I mean, this year would be a bit unfair to compare it as well, because obviously for our first ever episode, we were the only ones that entered as well. So
yeah.
But yeah,
thank you again.
There's still people beating us.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, thank you again to Brownie and Under the Cosh. They've been a great help to us, and obviously getting involved, and yeah, a bit of a proud moment to get a footballer involved. So cheers again, mate. I'll beat you next time.
I can't believe you got 9 points.
Yeah.
Where does that leave us head to head?
We missed that bit this week.
Right.
So a technical issue with Brett's technology.
But needless to say, Liam, you are now in the lead on 59 points. Locky, you are second, 54.
Yeah. I'm not that far behind. Doable.
No. And I am at the bottom. But you know, like I said last week, final sprint, boys, final sprint.
You've caught me up.
I'm 3 behind you now, Locky. I'm on 51.
Relegation battle. What's the forfeit for coming bottom?
There isn't a forfeit.
No.
Next season there will be.
Yeah, next season we'll do it.
No, it's just us three. So
says the one that's top.
Next season.
Right. Next season we'll let the fans vote. We'll let the fans come up with saying whoever comes bottom out of us three.
If Brett comes bottom, I want to see him in a Spurs shirt.
But if you come bottom, I want to see you in a Barnsley shirt.
As long as you buy one that fits.
All right, I'll sit out this one.
Well, we can't put you in a Spurs shirt because you'll enjoy that.
I was going to say that it'll have to be an old United Lingard shirt, I think.
I don't think he'd be that bothered. I reckon we should like gunge him or something if he comes last.
Anyway, we'll definitely get that sorted. Whoever comes bottom
Get
out of us three
some gunge over his head.
next season.
Yeah, we're up for it.
Cool. And yeah, tables are definitely getting that sorted.
Yeah.
Well, it's time for everyone's favourite part of the week.
Oh, here we go.
As by popular request this week, they've forced my hand to get the Super Subjects Premier League trivia back.
Brett, can we just remember before we start, this is
Go on.
Premier League players. Don't forget.
Just ignore him.
Well, I got the legend bit right, didn't I? He's a legend.
Yeah, did make one Premier League appearance though.
He should have done.
Okay, so same as usual, same concept. We'll start first. First set of teasers. You have to answer. Admittedly, the first, obviously, one or two will let you swing, but shout out your answers because that's the most comical part about it all. So, number one. This Premier League player is only 5'7" and has played for 3 Premier League clubs.
I thought so he's shorter than me.
I mean, 5'7" is quite short. So yeah.
5'7". I'm not sure I remember many midgets.
Any guesses? Just anything
Shut
sprung
up.
Brett, nothing.
I thought Fabregas, but I don't think he's played for 3 clubs.
He has now played for his hometown club 162 times, and he is currently at present in his 3rd spell at the club. He's now played for his hometown club 162 times, and he's currently on his 3rd spell at the club at present. Short Premier League striker, played for 3 clubs, but he's gone back to his hometown. Has played quite a few times.
But he's still there now.
Yep.
Jay Rodriguez.
He ain't played for 3 Premier League clubs, has he?
It's not your answer.
I haven't got an answer, so.
For God's sake, here we go.
Pretty sure Jay Rodriguez is probably taller than 5'7".
Maybe.
So
I want an answer, but I can't think.
It's a better guess than his guess.
Yeah. Look, he's sound
I've gone mind blank. I've
Okay.
literally can't think of anything.
Right. Number 3. He has been named South American Footballer of the Year 3 times and Footballer of the Year in Argentina twice. He's been named South American
Not Tevez.
Footballer of the Year.
Carlos Tevez.
Tevez.
Correct.
I thought you were on about he was in the Premier League now.
No. Yeah, I know. I did say
I get that point. He don't get it. I said it first.
No, you can both have it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He was involved in probably the most controversial transfer in Premier League history when he was still owned by a third-party company when moving from Brazil to England. He moved from one Manchester club to the other in 2009. We would eventually got there. Okay. So 1-1, please, on the scoreboard.
Yeah, controversy strikes again. Nah, he would have got that. You made it too obvious, that last clue.
Yeah, I was going to, yeah. I mean,
I'll let him have it.
it's fine.
He's winning this week.
Which Argentinian compatriot was also involved to have broken the rules and moving from Corinthians to West Ham?
Mascherano.
Mascherano.
2-2. Well done. Okay. Which team were relegated from the Premier League in the 06-07 season because West Ham narrowly avoided defeat on the final day of the season due to a Carlos Tevez goal? Which team were relegated from the Premier League 06-07 season because West Ham narrowly avoided defeat on the final day due to a Carlos Tevez goal?
Sheffield United.
I think it might be Sheffield United, but you said it now. We'll have to give another answer now. I can't really give another answer because I think that's who it was.
We'll go 3-3. It is right. I trust that you was thinking of Sheffield United.
I had a few teams in my head.
Might have to up the score here. Who did West Ham beat on the final day of that season in that game?
Man United.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, we're getting it. All right, we'll go. We might end up getting to the tie break and it'll be interesting. Carlos won the Premier League Golden Boot in 2010-11 season, joint with Dimitar Berbatov. But how many goals did he score to win the boot?
19.
24.
20.
Oh!
Hit the post again.
Well, nearly got me there.
Still on 3-3. Which Serie A club did Carlos play for from 2013 to 2015?
Juventus.
Full form. Well done. Okay. True or false? Carlos once refused to come on as a substitute during a match between Man City and Bayern Munich.
Hang on a sec. Is this a trick question?
Once refused to come on as a substitute during a match between Man City and Bayern Munich.
He definitely refused to come on as a substitute. But was it against Bayern Munich? I don't think it was. False.
I'll make it interesting. True.
It is true.
I knew he'd done it as well. I just couldn't remember who it was against.
We're going 5-4, but as it's close, we'll carry.
I won.
Yep, you have. Well done.
Yeah, I won.
You got to 5.
So you only won because I went, I'll go false because I reckon it was against another team.
Well, no, you gave your answer first.
No, it's fine. Well done, Brett.
Okay, if we get to the end of this a draw, then we'll go to tie break. Carlos Tevez, true or false? Yeah, Carlos Tevez was the only player to miss it in a penalty shootout in the 2011 Copa America quarter-final against Uruguay.
False.
True.
6-4.
This is a 50-50, mate.
Okay, do the last question. Oh no, do the last few, just as a bit of fun. How much did Man City pay? How much did Man City pay for Tevez in 2009 when they brought him from Man United? And in pounds sterling, please.
£32.5 million.
30 million.
Apparently, it was 47 million.
Oh,
close then.
I mean,
Brett knew. He sounded so confident.
Okay, I like that. It's a good little question. Has Carlos Tevez won more Copa America trophies or Olympic gold medals?
Olympic gold medals.
Correct. He's won one Olympic gold medal in 2004 Athens Games, and he's never won Copa America. Runner-up three times. Bit of fun for the tiebreak. In which minute of the game did Carlos Tevez score his famous goal against Man United on the final day of the season in 2007?
28th.
72nd.
45th.
Huh. I thought it was the first. Was it first half 45th or second half?
Yeah.
I thought it was first half.
Yeah. Well, back in it. Maybe I made it slightly too easy.
Sorry?
This segment's got to go. He didn't embarrass himself this week.
Maybe mashed around a bit. It was a bit too easy, I suppose, wasn't it? Okay. All right.
Because I won.
Yeah, he's a bit bitter about it.
I would have won as well if I said true.
Yeah. Just to let you know, Chelsea scored.
Chelsea
I would have
scored.
won tiebreak.
Chelsea scored 1-0.
Who was it?
Timo Werner.
Who's playing out front? Havertz playing.
Yeah, both.
Is he? Where's Mount?
Yeah, we've now turned into a long podcast of Champions League.
Mount playing on the wing.
Number 10, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, Jorginho's currently got the ball.
And Oh, that's them done. That's now surely. Is it 1-1? Oh no, it's 1-1 first.
They score it's extra time.
Yeah, it's 1-1 first. Very nice. I mean, yeah, hopefully so. We do plan on hopefully getting together for the FA Cup final, which weather depending. Maybe try and sort something out, but we'll have to see what the weather's like first.
Yeah.
But that'll be the first proper Super Subject gathering for a very long time.
Social distancing, of course.
We'll put beers in between us.
Oh, we're gonna have Pims as well, I reckon.
I mean, not when it's 12 degrees, but I mean,
why not? Still tastes the same.
I'm
pouring your vodkas as well.
Yeah, I'm just sticking to beer, thank.
Okay, fair enough, boy.
Well, I mean, yeah, football season's sort of coming to an end, really, isn't it? To be honest, as you said, relegation is pretty much there. I don't see West Ham sort of getting the top 4 Europa. It's all we sort of got left, and I mean, I think Leeds can definitely be happy with their position wherever they finish from now to the end of the season.
Well, I wanted to finish above Arsenal, but we threw that away this weekend.
There's still a chance, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. We got an all right run in, but we just got too many injuries. Rodrigo come back though on Saturday, so maybe he can do something for the first time, apart from when he scored against City. Yeah, I'm definitely happy with how the season's gone, and we get to do it all over again next season.
You do, with fans, hopefully.
Yeah, they changed that, didn't they? No away fans now, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, it's good because I'd much prefer home fans to be the forefront and the majority, so it makes sense.
Especially as they're going to each get a home and an away.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Do we know the capacity? Yeah, is it still like 25% of the stadium, or is it only like a certain amount?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
No. Because obviously Europa League, although it's in Gdansk, there's a huge amount of tickets per club.
So 10,000 capacity, and each team gets 2,000 each.
Yeah, I will be disappointed if they don't at least try and move it to Wembley if the Champions League.
They've got no intention to. They've already said it's going to be in Istanbul.
But I think what did we say last time in Turkey? They just literally just entered lockdown, haven't they? So
yeah, 3 weeks.
But again, it's just same old. They whinge at the ESL for being corrupt, but they don't really think about it, do they?
No.
But they've lost so much money, mate. They need to make it back.
True.
Put people's health at risk.
Be surprised.
Unnecessary travel when there's plenty of big enough stadiums here. If both teams are from this country.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if they swing the ticket allocation in some ways to the highest bidder. But again, let's wait and see.
Yeah.
Wait and see.
And by this time next week, we'll know Champions League finalists and Europa League finalists. How many English teams will be left? 4, probably.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, if we win, I might chuck an Arsenal shirt on. Don't know about that. Yeah,
we'll see.
might get them half an hour scarf out. Well, I'm going to enjoy my week being top with a lead. So I'm going to love you and leave you guys.
Another good show, guys.
I'm going to put some cold ones ready for tomorrow.
You'll need them.
Ready for the embarrassment. Come on, Villarreal. Come on. Chuck Wizzy and Alcacer. Come on.
You wait.
Wait for what?
No.
It doesn't matter to me, mate. I can accept it if Arsenal win. It doesn't make any difference to my life. If Arsenal lose, it makes a difference to yours, and that makes me happy.
You do seem to care a little bit. You always bring it up.
I love piping up about Arsenal losing.
Can't help yourself.
It's only for the show.
True.
I don't give 2 hoots about Arsenal.
Much. Well, again, thank you for all those 13 that entered. I think
we've got loads of entries next week.
Yeah. Brownie again, please.
Call them out, I reckon, next week.
Yeah.
See if I can come not second bottom this time. Denzel's got that bottom spot sewed up, though, isn't he? So Happy days.
I wonder if we'll get a 0 before the end of the season.
Surely not.
The game's getting harder. So
Yeah, but out of them games this week, I'm confident I'm not going to get 0.
There's a forfeit we do.
Yeah, okay. If I get 0, as a forfeit.
All right. We'll wait for Brett to announce it.
Yeah.
Have fun, guys.
Cheers,
Good night,
guys.
everyone.
See you later.